Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm playing Blue-White Familiars as a deck donation request from Bradley Snyder. They said they wanted to see abandoned attachments for that value, pitching things like Deep Analysis. Plus, they wanted to play Sleep of the Dead in the deck. They had it in the main deck with no counterspells, but I decided I think I want some counterspells in this main deck so we don't die. We're playing two foils as our counter since pitching Deep Analysis is so good. In order to fit everything, I actually had to cut Lorien Revealed entirely, but we have a lot of cantrips and a lot of card draw, so maybe it'll be fine. I've been goldfishing it. It's been okay. I do love playing 4 Deep Analysis. It's just the nuts. We have 4 God-Pharoah's Faithful and 3 Murmuring Mystics here. This is because with abandoned attachments over the modern age, we don't have blockers that are very good. So I need more Mystics, and I think the Mystic can be the end game plan. Could maybe play a counterspell instead, but I think we need the blockers. Then in the sideboard, we have Last Breath, Removal Spell, Sleep of the Dead, kind of getting rid of things for a turn or two. Maybe versus Terror, this could be okay. This could be interesting. Dust to Dust for Affinity, Negate and Prohibit as more counterspells, and then we have Hydroblast for red. I'm going to hop into the match, try to get in before the league ends, and find some opponents. I will see you there.
Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe.
Round 1 versus Ewerb. Good luck, have fun. We have a turn 1 cantrip. We've got some lands. We have the things that we want to do. We're not going to be casting Deep Analysis for a while, but if I find an abandoned attachments, I can just pop it off. Let's start off with the Preordain. Drifter Ponder. I think I keep both of these because that works me towards the Drifter Ephemerate. Mountain from the opponent. So we Goblin Cavaliers. So I saw this in the red Sly deck. Ponder into Mancer Familiar. We're not going to shuffle. We'll play the island and pass. Now I just have to play the Familiar and hope they can't kill it, I guess. This Goblin Cavalier is bad for me. Oh man, it's a 5/1. That's an insane amount of attacking power. How do I even get past this? I guess I just Familiar. Hope they doesn't die, and then I go Drifter Ephemerate. They play a Clockwork. Reckless Lackey, 1 card left in hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I can't afford to not block. We go to 6. Okay, I'm going to evoke the Muldrifter. Draw. Finding the Snap, but I need to find an island now. Not get there. So we discard archaeomancer. 5. We block and block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numerator, of course. Okay. GG. Nice. So their deck has a lot of power, obviously. Foil not going to be very good. Murmuring Mystic is good as an endgame plan, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. The Last Breath seem better than the Sleep of the Dead here. Maybe the Prohibits. The Mystic seems like wicked slow. Ephemerate. Or maybe I just cut these cards and I just go Hydroblasts, 1 Mystic, and hope that's good enough. Guess I can, well, let's see what happens. They came out of the gates hot. I have a solid curve here with Faithful into Familiar into Deep Analysis. 1 mulligans to 6. We'll go land, Faithful. They play Great Furnace and then Tomb Raider. Kindly does not attack. Put my Familiar on the table. Familiar's going to get bolted. They attack. Fine, I won't block. They're representing another land. They didn't have the land. I'll Ponder. Looking for Hydros. We found the Hydro. Hydro Ponder Familiar. So, guess I just take the Ponder. No. Take the Hydroblast. Alright, no shuffle. Land. Pass. We're looking to use the Faithful, the Ephemerate as like a counter spell here. Or a bolt on the Faithful. Okay? And then I can play the Familiar. They play Voldaren Epic here. My turn. So, let's play the Fam. Pass. I have a Hydroblast for protection. I have Deep Analysis on the next turn, plus the Ponder. It's going to be tough for them to get through this. They play Gingerbrute. Gingerbrute has haste and can be unblockable. Just block some creatures. They currently have Galvanic Blast online if they choose to play it. They're just passing. We'll go Ponder looking for a land. I mean, that's a land. I guess I can put the Archaeomancer on top. Land, go. Familiar on top. Yeah, I think that's worth it. So this next turn we can Familiar. We'll Ephemerate the Faithful. Save it. They play a Tomb Raider. They're getting in. I'll block and block. I'll take 2 damage. And what? They discard a Pyroblast. Plays a land. We have the Ephemerate. Just flicker the Faithful again. Oops. Play a Familiar. I'll Deep Analysis myself. Draw 2 cards. Drawing the archaeomancer and the Deep Analysis. I have 3 blockers now. They play a Lackey. Lackey has First Strike, making their equipment pretty good. So let's just block the Lackey here and here. Tomb Raiders are getting blocked. They're getting in for 2. I got a 15. We have 2 cards in hand. We have another Hydroblast. Let's Deep Analysis again. Trying to draw a land. They Red Blast. I'll counter. And then they're going to counter again. I guess we're doing this. Counter. Gaining a lot of life. Finally drawing my 2 cards. And I'll pass. Now they can just bolt something. They bolt a Familiar. We'll block the 2 power creatures. I have Ephemerate. So 1, 2, 3. Start with the Preordain. Faithful, Deep Analysis. I will bottom, top, play the Faithful, rock a Deep Analysis for 2 cards. So the thing I like about quad Deep Analysis is it's just a lot cheaper when it actually works. I think I will evoke a Muldrifter here, trying to find more triggers, more cards. Let's just pass. Because I really need the island. They've got a Goblin Cavalier getting in again. Boom, boom. We're blocking. We're going to take 2 damage. Play a Faithful. Play Archaeomancer to grab the Hydroblast. Oh, I should take the Ephemerate. Oh well, I already made this decision. And we'll play Chancery, picking up the Mortuary Mire. I can block with the Archaeomancer on a creature, kill it, and then Mortuary Mire the Archaeomancer to get back the Ephemerate. Play a Voldaren Epicure. I think we're going to allow that. Then they give their Gingerroot unblockable. I'll just cycle for an island. They get in and I'll... Wait, no. I will block with the Archaeomancer. Mancer is dead, but now it's back. Give it back. And I will... Let's see. Play Murmuring Mystic. Let's evoke a Muldrifter. Draw 2. And snap the Drifter. Untap. 1 Deep Analysis in the yard. So I think I'm just going to Preordain. Making birds. I think I've taken this game now at this point. Hydroblast, Preordain. I guess we can keep both. And I'll just pass. We win the game off the back of Murmuring Mystic plus triggers. Let's try that again. Alright, so I've got a bunch of lands and a cantrip. I want to keep 7. I think we should mulligan. Okay, this is a little bit better, probably. We can put back one of the abandoned attachments. Maybe the snap would have been okay. They're going to lead on a Voldaren Epicure. We need to ponder into Hydroblasts. So there's 1. No shuffle. On my upkeep, don't think I want those cards. They Bane Spitter on the Epicure. Now that's a 3-1. And then Galblast me. I'm going to cycle for a Plains, play the island, and just blast their creature. Get it off the table. They play a Goldhound, Menace, and sacrifice it to add mana. I will try a Preordain, finding a Familiar. Let's bottom, opt the Familiar, play it. Plays the Inventor's Axe. So they're going to have a 3-power creature. First strike. Okay. Find a Chancery. Let's play Chancery. Picking up the Plains. Attempt to snap. That worked. And I will cast Abandoned Attachments. Discarding the Plains. Play a Faithful. Then I'll Archaeomancer. Grabbing the Hydroblast. Now we should be in a good spot because I can just flicker the Archaeomancer for a single life. Play the Goldhound again. They have to kill the Archaeomancer here if they can. They kill the Familiar. I'll draw. Play Faithful. Yeah, this is pretty overpowered. We'll just flicker the Archaeomancer. And return the flicker. And play the Floodplain. I'm at 9 life. They can attach the axe for 2 energy. Can also attach the Bane Spitter. They play a Synthesizer. I think I just have to let this resolve and try to protect my flicker combo. Find a Clockwork. So I can just block the Clockwork. Doesn't really do anything. This Goldhound has Menace, I forgot. We're just passing. Hopefully we can draw. Don't draw anything that works. Nothing helpful. I'll flicker the Archaeomancer. Get back the flicker. And then flicker the Archaeomancer. And get back the flicker again. I'm getting 4 life a turn. Will it be enough? They have another Synthesizer. So at some point they're going to start cracking them. Finding a Reckless Lackey. They play the Lackey. There's a land. 0 cards in hand now. So They can sacrifice. They equip on the lackey. Okay. I will block the lackey and then double block the gold hound. So they lose their gold hound. My turn. Looking for a card draw spell. I'm going to first attack, put you to 19. I will flicker and return the flicker. And then I will do it again. And pass. I should probably hold on to the land in hand for more abandoned attachments. Here they are cracking. Oh no. Putting the Bane Spitter on the lackey. Okay. We'll take the 5. They have 1 card in hand. They have a lightning bolt. I'll counter spell. So there's an abandoned attachments. I'll cast abandoned attachments. Discard the land. Ponder. Finding deep analysis, mystic, land. Top. No shuffle. Land. Let's just flicker for. Oh no, I gotta attack first. Attack. I wonder if I want to flicker for the Hydroblast and then blast this lackey. Seems good. Just gonna flicker and grab the flicker. I'm not using the preordain because I want to play out the mystic and then preordain with the mystic in play. They crack the synthesizer, finding a bolt. So my archaeomancer's probably dead. Yeah, you got it. Mancer down. I block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the Murmuring Mystic. I'll cast a preordain, making a bird. Deep analysis and an island. So I go top and top. Play the land. Pass. Mystic will survive a bolt at this point. Crack another synthesizer, finding another Inventor's Axe. They play the Inventor's Axe. I guess they put it on the lackey. I think I block with the Mystic and then flicker it. Okay. Block. Flicker the Murmuring Mystic. That way they don't get their damage. I get another 2 life, another bird. We'll take 0. Their thing's a 7/2 first striker, which is strong. Not gonna lie. Let's draw 2, make a bird. Go plus 2 life, 22. They had me on the back foot for a while. I'm feeling okay. I'm going to abandon attachments. Play a faithful. Another deep analysis. I'll go plus 1 bird, plus 0 life. 19 back to 22. And pass. Hopefully they can't kill the mystic this turn. Okay, they blood token to draw a card. Discarding a mountain. Plays Goblin Cavalier, that's scary. I think we'll have trample. Plays a gold hound. And then they play their last card in hand. Okay. Don't know about that. We'll go block, double block a samurai, and double block a samurai. So the samurais are going to die. I definitely do not want to kill the clockwork to give them another card. We have a Hydroblast. So let's go kill your lackey so you can't draw a card off of it. Make some birds, gain 3 life. I enjoyed that. Then I will draw 2 cards. Make some birds. Make a bird, gain 3 life. Hydroblast. Let's draw some more cards. I feel like I'm getting there. Just the epic value of 75 deep analyses. I love it. They play a Ginger Brute. Okay, so they can attach the Inventor's Axe to the Ginger Brute and the Bane Spitter to the Ginger Brute and then give it unblockable. So it's 5 damage, which is fine. Gets in for 5. And now I can play... What do I want to do? Well, drawing an ephemerate means I have a plan. Evoke the Mole Drifter. I have 25 cards left in my library. Oh boy. Ephemerate. I just have a glutton. I have too many things I can do. Alright. Found a familiar. So we play the fam. Play the mortuary mire. We return the familiar. We're going to snap this Ginger Brute. Untap. Cast abandoned attachments. Making a lot of things. Discarding, drawing. Play the familiar. We'll go ahead and snap the Cavalier. So many birds. Untap. Play a faithful. Play another archaeomancer. Or a single archaeomancer. Then I can ghostly flicker. Make infinite life. Infinite birds. We're already basically at infinite life. Like, it doesn't matter at this point. And I will flicker back my other archaeomancer. So by flickering the mortuary mire, I get to put the archaeomancer on top. Mancer on top. Get back the flicker. And then I'll just draw 2 cards. More cards better. I am like, the amount of triggers that I'm dealing with is a lot. Okay. We win the game. See you in match 2. Okay, round 2 versus Apis 72 on walls. Can I beat walls? I have... So the power of this hand is that I have Chancery Island, so I could try to find a snap We are going to keep the Mole Drifter, the Ponder, pass the turn. They play a Caretaker. I will Ponder again, looking for a snap. I think I shuffle this one. Chancery, picking up the land. I could have kept one of the abandons or something. Landscape, they're doing their thing. They play a Tinderwall and an Overgrown Battlement. I could just die on their turn. We have nothing. I think I have to evoke the Mole Drifter. I could draw a foil. Did not. I'll discard the Deep Analysis. The Murmuring Mystic doesn't do anything in this matchup. They cycle a Generous Ent or a Forest. They don't currently have infinite blue. Makes 3 mana. Winding Way. They find Tinderwall, Forest, Winding Way. So they get a Tinderwall out of the Winding Way. That was kind of a bad hit. Plays a Tinderwall. Makes 2 mana. Priest of Titania. Find a Mystic again. Let's Ponder. Trying to find snaps. Ephemerate Drifter. This is just not going well. I guess I take the Ephemerate, and then I will Island Cycle. Or cycle for an island. It's not island cycling. And draw 2 cards. We'll discard Island and Mystic. Feel totally dead. They play a Caretaker. They just have nothing. Okay, I like it. We abandon attachments. Let's preordain Counterspell or Familiar is okay. So I guess I top and top. Play the land. Play the Familiar. I'll cast the abandoned attachments, discarding the Mystic. Draw another abandoned attachments. Cast it. Discard the Faithful. Finding a Chancery. We have to hope that they whiff once again on action. They're taking some time to think it through. I'm dead. I'm dead. Generous Ent. Okay. That's not lethal. Oh, geez. Uh-oh, they have blue. 2 blue. They're going to transmute. What are you transmuting for? Lead the Stampede. They can crack the Tinderwall and lead the Stampede now. Going to Drifter. Trying to find snaps. We found the foil. I can Ephemerate. Another Familiar. I guess I just play a land, play the Familiar. I can foil the Lead the Stampede, and then play the Archaeomancer for the foil. But is Lead the Stampede the thing that's going to kill me or not? Like, if they rip, I guess it's just putting them on top decks. What? They freed from the reel on the battlement. So they can make a large amount of mana. Okay. They only have the 1 blue right now. Leaf Caller. Yep. The last card in your hand is a draw spell, so I can counter that. And I'm safe. I'm safe. Okay, they're going to not let me counter it. Gets in for 5. My turn. I'll Ephemerate the Mole Drifter. I think I'm going to be safe in winning here, but I'm not sure. We still don't have... This is crazy. Let's try to Ephemerate the Mole Drifter. There's the snap. Play Chancery. Picking up the island. Balance your creature. We have infinite snaps. Because we have Double Mancer and Flicker. That was very unlucky for my opponent. So the Faithfuls don't do anything. The Mystics don't do anything. The Last Breath's very helpful. Our counter spells are helpful. And then we'll bring in the Sleep of the Dead. Let's do it. We've opened a no-lander. That's an 18-land deck. Island. If this were an island, would be okay. And now we are on a keep. Get rid of Archaeomancer, Deep Analysis. We're looking for a white source. They are going to lead on cycling a Generous Ent. We'll probably have a turn 2 play. I have the white source. I'll Ponder. I have foil and snap. Okay. So I probably just keep the foil. And I can pitch the Deep Analysis. Alright. No shuffle. They play a Battlement. I will play Chancery, picking up the island. Caretaker for the opponent. Leaf Caller. Okay. Axebane. So they have just 1 card left in hand. We'll go land. Unscape Familiar. Snap your Battlement. Untap. Last Breath, the Axebane. They're going to replay the Battlement. They have Priest of Titania. And then they have the Battlement. Yep. They have 1 card left. Let's draw 2. And then land. Draw 2 again. So we have foil pitching 2 lands. But nothing else to do. I think I have to counterspell the Beast Rider Vanguard. What's your last card? Is this something crazy? Blue. They will transmute. Getting a Lead the Stampede. I need a card draw spell or a counterspell. I'll go Familiar. Draw 2. We have an Abandoned Attachments. I think I just Flicker my lands as a ritual, and then draw another 2 cards. Cast my abandoned attachments, discard the Ash Barrens. Okay, now I have a prohibit. I couldn't get to the prohibit in time. They have Beast Rider Vanguard. They have a bunch of mana. Lead the Stampede. What do they find? Axebane Ent Battlement. I really need to kill the Vanguard. They cycle and play the Battlement. I'm going to preordain. Negate. I don't know if that's good enough. I guess bottom and bottom. Let's ponder. Ephemerate Muldrifter. Okay, top, top, top. No shuffle. It will Drifter Ephemerate. Evoke the Muldrifter. Draw 2 cards. Ephemerate. Need to find a snap, or there's a snap. Yay. Land. Bounce the Beast Rider Vanguard. Untap. Now I will plan on countering that. Let's see if I can find another counter. Preordain. Let's bottom both of these. Didn't get there. Just going to draw 2 cards. Okay, next turn we can get there, probably. Wrecking them. So they have a ridiculous amount of mana. I know they have... Wait, Axebane is fine. Beast Rider and 1 unknown. Have to counter the Beast Rider. Counterspell. Last card is the Lead the Stampede. And we win the game. Lucky. I'll see you in round 3. Okay, round 3 on the play. We can't keep this hand, unfortunately. We couldn't have kept it really on any circumstances. Here, this hand is probably fine. We have Foil Pitch Deep Analysis. So these are the cards there. And then we're just going to put back the Chancery. We're hoping to face exactly a land grant deck once again. If it's not a land grant deck, don't know what we're going to be looking to accomplish. Put back a Chancery. Play out Island. Looks to be Affinity. We'll play Chancery. Pick up the Island. So what's their early game play? Something like, here they're just doing nothing. Nihil Spellbomb. So I can foil the Spellbomb, pitching the Deep Analysis. Then I can go Familiar Deep Analysis. I think I'm just going to do it. Land, Familiar, then we'll draw 2. We'll do Abandoned Attachments, which can be used to pitch the Deep Analysis. I think I'd rather just hard cast it from hand. We could Abandon Attachments, just discarding the Ponder. I hope that they really needed that Spellbomb for sacrifice fodder of some kind. Or like to power out some Thoughtcast or something. Play a Vault of Whispers. Refurbish Familiar. We'll discard the Deep Analysis. And a Cryogen Relic. Well, let's draw 2. Play land. Draw another 2. We've drawn a lot of cards. Hopefully my Familiar can live a turn or 2. They play the Drawsforge Bridge, giving them red mana. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. They have 7 artifacts, so Mirror Enforcers are now free. They have 1 Mirror Enforcer. Only 1. And no attacks. Okay. We have another Familiar. Let's ponder. That doesn't seem very good, but I guess we can filter. So I'll take these. No shuffle. Cast Abandoned Attachments. Discarding a Plains. I'm nervous about this Mirror Enforcer. We're going to cast another Abandoned Attachments. Discarding the Ash Barrens. Or just Familiar, play the Plains. Then I have the Ephemerate on the next turn. Okay, I'll play the Familiar and play the Plains. I'm nervous that I'm going to get killed here. They have 6 power on the table. My Deep Analysis is great value, but it's a lot of damage. The Fanatical Offering the Ichor Wellspring goes to combat. I'll take 6, going to 8 life. Another Mirror Enforcer. Bad news. I'm looking for a Mystic. They Galblast my creature. I will Ephemerate it. That's why I kept the Ephemerate. They could have a cast down, I guess. They do not have a cast down. So my turn. We're looking for a Drifter. Or I guess we don't have any snaps. Ephemerate the Familiar. God-Pharoah's Faithful is solid. Let's play Faithful. And cycle for an Island. And Deep Analysis. Going to 5 life. 6 life now. Another Faithful. I'll cast Abandoned Attachments, discarding the Familiar, and now I have infinite life. Sweet. So we just Ghostly Flicker the 2 lands to use it as a ritual. If they have a cast down, I'm dead, but if they don't, then I have infinite life. Play the Archaeomancer. We'll return the Flicker. I will attempt to Flicker. They have no response. They decide now they do have a response. Okay. I guess maybe they considered using the Cryogen. I will stop at 40 life. So I'm currently trying to fade a Krark-Clan Shaman. If they have the Karkaland Shaman, you can let all the activations resolve and then flicker Familiar Archaeomancer and get back the flicker. They have a makeshift munitions. I don't really have a response, an answer to that. Okay, what a bummer. They shoot the Archaeomancer. So I can flicker the Archaeomancer here, but it just wastes my flicker. They play a Wellspring. Interesting. Do you have another untapped land? If you don't, then I might gonna... What? They just tapped out? Okay. Flicker it? I can't believe they did that. That's, I mean, sometimes the opponent makes a mistake. I appreciate it, though. If they go to their end step, I can flicker. Okay, we'll flicker for the ephemerate. Then ephemerate to grab the flicker. Then we are going to use the ephemerate on upkeep. I mean, it's not a good spot. Let's cast the abandoned attachments. Discard a God-Pharoah's Faithful. I guess I can ephemerate, grab the abandoned attachments. We'll go Faithful, cast the abandoned attachments, discard a Faithful, cast a Ponder, Drifter, Murmuring, Mystic, Preordain. Okay. These are all solid. I can go Drifter, Flicker, Drifter, and then they have to spend their creatures killing my Archaeomancer, and I guess also my Drifter. So no shuffle. Land. Yeah, we'll evoke the Drifter. I am basically sacrificing my thing, but it's okay. We'll draw another 2 cards off the Drifter. Get back the flicker. Your turn. I'm at 51 life. They have 6 mana in play, so they can kill the Drifter and the Archaeomancer. My Ephemerate's not going to do very much. But then I can put the Murmuring Mystic on the table and try to just get enough value to win the game. Now they have 7 mana. They play a Blood Fountain. They're going to take out... Oh, they Reckoner's Bargain. Now they only have 4 mana available. Are they not understanding that they need to kill my creatures? They find a Karkaland Shaman off the top. Okay, that's bad, obviously. They're going to bargain into the Karkaland Shaman and then wipe their board. Okay, sure. It's Karkaland Shaman. I think sacrificing 4 permanents at this point is not amazing for them. And they've tapped out of makeshift munitions. I take 7 damage. They sacrifice the Mirror Enforcer. 1 land. Seems like a mistake. Another land. Another land. So we will not be able to recur the ephemerate. Oh no, wait. The Drifter has flying. Belay that. Forget I said anything. Okay. Maybe they forgot as well. I'll ephemerate the Drifter. Play a Murmuring Mystic. Play a Preordain. Mortuary Mire. So top. We can Mortuary Mire. What am I even doing here? These I want to play the Chancery. Pick up the island. Then I guess pass. I'll get rid of the island and a snap. We're going to mire back the familiar. Play the familiar. And then we mire back the Archaeomancer. They have a Black Mage's Rod. Plays a Silver Bluff Bridge. Blood Fountain, sure. We go to 43. A healthy 43. They discard a card to draw a card. They could have Galvanic here. Play Mire. Get back the familiar. Preordain. Bottom land, pop familiar, play the familiar, play another Murmuring Mystic, bounce the hero, I suppose. So they can either sacrifice the hero or gain me life. We generate mana, I'll attack. Let's draw some cards. At this point, I think I just go for trying to kill them. Grab another island, cast a Preordain, make some more birds. These are both fine. They cast a Thought Cast, and now a Mirror Enforcer for 0 mana. Plays a land. They could get back the Karkaland Shaman and then wipe their board again. Oh, they have another Karkaland Shaman. They have to sacrifice 5 permanents. They're doing it. They didn't actually have to sacrifice 5 permanents, I suppose, because they could have sacrificed 4 and then shot my bird with their Karkaland Shaman. Let's attack for 10. And then Ghostly Flicker, Mystic, and the Mortuary Mire. Returning the Archaeomancer. Oops, I did that in the correct order. Cast Abandoned Attachments. Discard the Plains. We'll cast Archaeomancer, get back the Ghostly Flicker. Seemed like foiling the original spell was actually super helpful because I've got all this recursion going on. Land, cast a Ponder. In the middle of all that, they blasted one of my Mystics, or I don't know. They killed my Drifter. They're very behind. I'll attack with everything. Cast a Familiar, then a Mystic, and I'll flicker the Archaeomancer, and return a familiar. Play land, jam a Drifter. So this game has been a perfect example of why Mortuary Mire is just overpowered in this deck. Let's attack. Opponent just passed. We're done with it. Okay. One other thing that's happening is you can see my clock is really low. That's mostly from all these triggers. We only have 3 Dust to Dust, which is pretty sketchy. And we need the Hydroblasts, because my opponent's going to be bringing in Pyroblasts to try to kill me. God-Pharoah's Faithful is not super strong, even though it was helpful there. Murmuring Mystic is pretty good. Let's get rid of 2 foils and submit. Hopefully my 8 cantrips can help me find the Dust to Dust on time, and then I can just overpower my opponent with the Murmuring Mystics. This plan also means we are a lot lower on life, so flashing back the Deep Analysis is a little worse. Okay, this hand has the Dust to Dust. They have Hydroblast. They're leading on a Great Furnace. Does that mean they're going to blast my first spell? That would be a bummer, but we're just going to cast it. I'm just going to cast it, man. They blast my first spell. It feels really aggressive. There's a Wellspring. Land, we'll cast Abandoned Attachments and discard the Ephemerate. Okay, we found the Chancery. So I just realized, chatting with the person who did the deck donation, that I don't have a way to search out my dual land, so there was really not a point to that. Play the Chancery, picking up the island. I'm not going to cycle until their end step here. Play a land. Black Mage's Rod. So what do I want to get rid of? Probably the Great Furnace. Alright, they refurb me. I'll discard a land. I can just get rid of their threats, since I have the Hydroblast. Grab the plains. Let's dust your furnace refurb. Stopping the Krarkland Shaman seems good. They go for Galvanic. Okay. Darn, they have another red land. We get in for 2. I'm at 13. I might die to this hero token. I sacrificed a Wellspring to draw a bajillion cards. I should have killed the Rod. They're at 22. Snap would be okay. Another Refurbished Familiar. Guess I get rid of the Ephemerate. Okay, I found the Snap. Familiar. Bounce the token. Draw 2. Another Hydroblast. Let's draw 2, going to 9 life. Land, pass the turn. They can equip the Black Mage's Rod onto the Refurbished Familiar. That's probably what I would do here. Instead, they cast the Thoughtcast. They're at 5 cards in hand. Go Galvanic. I will attempt to counterspell. Get in for 2. See if I can find another Dust to Dust. Killing this and this, maybe? I mean, the refurb. Find another Rod. Scary. Spellbomb. Go to 6 life. 1 card left in their hand. I'll try a Preordain to bottom these. You don't need the Hydroblast. Let's ponder. Looking for dust. Have to shuffle. Cast Abandoned Attachments. I will discard the Ash Barrens. Found the Dust to Dust. I will Dust to Dust, land, a refurb, and Black Mage's Rod. Well, they have a hero token. They can equip it with the Black Mage's Rod. I can still block. Getting close to dead, though. They cast a Blood Fountain. So they can Blood Token to discard their whatever card in hand. It was a Drawsforge Bridge. Now back to 1 card in hand. They choose to Spellbomb me. I just have the Flicker left if I'm going to do any recursion stuff. Plays a land. No attacks. They don't even equip. So they're holding a Pyroblast, probably. I'll cast Muldrifter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll counterspell your Pyroblast. Draw with the Muldrifter. Preordain. Let's snap your hero. Untap and draw 2 cards. Play a Chancery, picking up the plains. I don't know if I can afford to play the Deep Analysis from the graveyard. Probably not. I can abandon attachments and pitch the plains potentially. When it's sitting on their last Galvanic maybe in hand, what are they going to do? Considering getting me with Parkland Shaman or something that they drew. Okay, let's cast Abandoned Attachments. Discard the plains. We have Flicker. Let's cast a Preordain. Analysis Mortuary Mire. I'll top and top. Cast a Sunscape Familiar. Draw 2 cards. Find the Dust to Dust. Land. Let's get in with the Muldrifter. They're at 20. So if I can find my Crack the Cryogen Relic. Okay. Taps down my Muldrifter. Plays a Thoughtcast. They are clawing back in. They were at 0 cards a second ago. 4 cards in hand. Fanatical Offering, sacrificing a land. With the Dust to Dust, I think I take out 2 of their lands. Refurbished Familiar. Let's try this Ghostly Flicker. The Galvanic Blast, killing my Muldrifter. Okay. We have to discard the Abandoned Attachments. They have a Mirror Enforcer and a land. Then they discard the Explore, finding a bridge. Let's dust your creatures. Mortuary Mire, grab the Muldrifter. We're going to take the risk and go to 3 life, play the Muldrifter, finding the Hydroblast. It's a scary situation. They play Ichor Wellspring and draw a card. Mistvault Bridge, 2 cards in hand. They have 1 Galvanic left in their deck. 2. I have 1 more Hydro. We have to save it for the Galvanic Core, like the munitions. I'll try the Familiar. They're sort of F6'd. Cast Muldrifter, draw 2. Okay. Land, play Mystic, play Archaeomancer, Infinite Birds, get the Ghostly Flicker. Look at the birdies. So now we just have to have enough to make Infinite Birds. Flicker. Oh yeah, now I know why I was behind on clock, because I was making a bunch of life in game 1. They're at 20 life right now, they'll be at 18. I could potentially gain 2 with the Reckoner's Bargain, so I just have to make a bunch of birds, probably like 25. I have 23 birds, 2 Muldrifters. I think we're good. One option that I have here is to flicker the Mancer for snap the Mancer, replay it for the Dust to Dust, and then take out like the 2 red sources. But then if they somehow manage to equip the Black Mage's Rod onto something, I could die. They go Galvanic Blast. I will respond. Hydroblast. They concede. We win 2-0 versus Affinity. I'll see you in round 4. Round 4 versus Ivor and OP. Very strong Pauper player. Don't know what's going on. They play Black Dragon Gate, so could be Turbo Fog. They've liked to play Turbo Fog in the past. I will play a land and a Preordain. We can top both of these. I could potentially foil pitching the Murmuring Mystic, but I don't like that plan very much. Let's cycle green, black, blue. I think I play the land, pass the turn. We're probably going to abandon attachments, pitch the Murmuring Mystic. Blue, green. There's a Heaped Harvest. Let's discard the Murmuring Mystic. Okay. Cycle for an plains. Put my Familiar on the table. They have a Crypt Rats. I would just need to find an answer to it, or next turn I can Chancery picking up the island so I can foil a Crypt Rats. They play a Colony Garden. I'll Preordain. Attachment Snap. Guess that's fine. Play Chancery, picking up the land. Familiar. They bargain the Heat Harvest, getting a lot more lands. So this match is very difficult. We don't really have a win condition outside of trying to somehow deck them, I guess. They Fanatical Offering. Sure. At some point, we just have to start, like, chaining counterspells. I will counterspell your Crypt Rats, pitching the Preordain. They play a Colony Garden. We're going to evoke a Muldrifter. I think the only interaction they have is the Crypt Rats. They could have cast downs. We'll snap the Muldrifter, untap, recast the Muldrifter, play a Ponder. Okay. No shuffle. Land. We'll go God-Pharoah's Faithful, then pass the turn. Probably going to abandon attachments, pitching the Deep Analysis. They have a Weathered Storm. Yeah, we don't want to like play into the Weathered Storm too much. Okay, their turn. No attacks. Plays a Heap Gate. I'll abandon attachments. Discard the Deep Analysis. Attacking for 2. Cast a Muldrifter. Find a Snap. I'll Archaeomancer and return the foil. Play land. They use an Eviscer's Insight. So what I need to be able to do is find my Mortuary Mire before they kill me, or they go for the deck out. Eviscer's Insight again. Makes a token with the Heap Gate. Goes to end step. No. Plays a Wellspring. Okay. Such a scary matchup for me because it's so grindy. Eviscer's Insight. They're digging for their Stream of Thought. Or Crypt Rats, I suppose. I can snap the Faithful and then hardcast the foil. Or snap the Muldrifter, hardcast the foil. They have a Bajuka Bog. Glad I have the foil in hand then. The 1 Mystic is gone. I have 2 Mystics in the deck though. Start by attacking. Come on. They make a treasure token into mess with me, I guess. Let's go Deep Analysis, draw 2. Play a Murmuring Mystic. We'll cast a Preordain. Make a bird. Drifter Mystic. Going to bottom these. Let's snap back the Faithful. Untap. Cast a Ponder. Lots of islands. Okay. So no shuffle. Land. Let's snap the Muldrifter back. Tap. Play Familiar. Maybe not. If I play Familiar, I can go Muldrifter plus Deep Analysis, so I think that's worth it. Familiar, Muldrifter, and Deep Analysis. Now I find Ephemerate. So I have Ephemerate plus Foil going. They play a Limbus. At some point I need to start counterspelling their card draw, but I have to have a lot of things going on first. They pick up their Bajuka Bog. I'll play a land. Attack in with everything. Moment's Peace. Let's cast Abandon. Well, let's see. We don't want to abandon attachments until we have the ability to pick up our creature with the turbo. So let's cast Muldrifter. I want to try to find the Mortuary Mire. Did not find it yet. I'll discard the Ash Barrens. Fanatical Offering on Olympus. Discard the Ash Barrens. I could consider going Ephemerate for the Preordain. That's probably a good idea, actually. Trying to find my card. Play Heapgate. So they're going to be building up a lot of treasure tokens. I'll Ephemerate. Get the Preordain. Cast Abandon Attachments. And discard the God-Pharoah's Faithful. Cast another Abandon Attachments. Discard a land. Okay. We have a Familiar. Ephemerate the Archaeomancer. I know we only have two Archaeomancers in the entire deck. So it just comes down to time. Grab the Ephemerate. I'll cast a Preordain. Bottom. Pop the Archaeomancer. Let's Ephemerate and grab the Preordain again. And Preordain. Gotta find that Mortuary Mire. We found it. The bottom, top. I'll play the Mortuary Mire. Put in the Faithful on top. And we'll get in. Now at this point, I should be able to just win because at some point I can just get back my Flicker from the graveyard. Attack. One has a Tangle. Makes a treasure token. And another one. I'll discard the Plains. I don't know how many Crypt Rats they have in their deck. I'll cast a foil. Counter. Then they're going to bog my foil probably. So I have to Ephemerate for the foil. Okay. They go for the Stream of Thought. So I have to let this resolve. They just concede. Okay. I appreciate that. We want all of our counter spells. And we don't need... Okay, they can save the match. Yes. I think this one was favored for us, so I think that was wise. It saves us both a bunch of time, and I'll see you in match 5. We're here in round 5 versus Ineves. They've been playing different variations of mono red. This hand does the thing that we need in that we have a cantrip trying to find our God-Pharoah's Faithful. We have Chancery plus the island for snap value, and we have a Murmuring Mystic to try to block. Ponder. Ephemerate, Archaeomancer, Mystic. Is Ephemerate? We're just going to do nothing with this, right? So Mystics. Ephemerate's good, but I'm going to shuffle. Another snap. So on turn 3, maybe we go snap into Mystic, and they would have to kill the Mystic. They lead on Mountain. If they don't make a play, that means they're on Mono Red Madness. We play Chancery, picking up the island. It appears that they're on Madness Burn. Play Mountain. Grab the prize, discarding the Sneaky Snacker. What's my plan? If I Familiar, snap that Mancer for the Ponder, or just bounce this, then Mancer. I still think I need the Ponder. They get the opportunity to pitch their Snacker again to a draw spell, which is definitely not good for me, but do something. I could have just snapped it and then Mancer back the Ponder. Then they wouldn't have the opportunity to kill my Familiar this turn, but as it is, they probably can kill my Familiar. Grab the prize, discarding Sneaky Snacker, and then they're passing. Okay. Discarding maybe Fiery Temper. Yes. Smart. It's fancy play. Okay. Familiar down. Have another Abandoned Attachments. Let's just go ahead and... I guess I can snap my Archaeomancer because it's not doing that much. I want to give them the value. Bounce the Mancer. Untap. Mystic. Ponder. Ephemerate, Mystic, Snap. Oh my god. Too many Mystics. Take it, I guess. Your turn. At least I can pitch the Mystics with the Abandoned Attachments. So I can just attachments, pitch the Mystic, drawing into Ephemerate and one unknown. They're going to waste a bunch of resources killing a Murmuring Mystic. They dart. I'm going to block. I am at 16. Put a Snacker on the table again. That's my plan. All Abandoned Attachments. Discard Mystic number 17. I guess I have to pass. This isn't coming together here. My Ponders did not see the right cards. We're going to be at 14. Super dead to a Gutter Snipe now. They have 5 mana and 3 cards in hand. Kessig Flame Breather. Dart is 2 damage each. Plays a Faithless Looting, so I'll go to 13. Effectively at 9. Gets another Snacker back. I don't know if I have a way out of this. Preordain. We're going to go to game 2. At least I have good sideboard cards. Hydroblast is good. and foil not so good. Last breath can be good, taking out their creatures. We can get a mystic out of here. We can get an ephemerate out of here. Let's just get the last breath out of here. It's just hydroblasts as my only interaction and snaps. Maybe the other ephemerate could go. Maybe this third, too many mystics. All right, we'll just submit it like this. Can I beat Mono Red Madness Burn, the boogeyman of the Pauper format? This is a keep because we have double cantrip and the Faithful in hand. Just need to find a plains. Start off on the ponder. Looks the deepest. And that is an easy shuffle. Find a hydroblast, which isn't terrible. Mountain for the opponent. Relic of Progenitus. Okay. I'm happy that you're playing Relic of Progenitus and not a card that kills me. So thank you for that. Another hydroblast. And a preordain. Still trying to find a white source. We bottom and bottom. That's quite bad. Another Faithful. I have the abandoned attachments, but it doesn't do anything right now. I relic away my preordain. Just counterspell your card. Okay. We have to pass. They play another mountain. Exiles my hydroblast. Casting a Faithless Looting. Okay. Discarding a Fiery Temper. We'll go to 17. End step, we'll try an abandoned attachments. And I will discard the familiar. I'll go ponder. Drawing the Chancer here is clearly good. Deep analysis, snap island. Okay. So I'll keep these. Doesn't really matter the order. Play the Chancery. I guess I do want to draw the snap soon. Your turn. They play a mountain. They're going to relic me, getting rid of a cantrip, I guess. Hopefully they just took out all their good cards and they put in bad cards like relic. Plays an epicure. This time I think I can let that resolve. I'll attempt to counterspell the Kessig. Play a land. Play God-Pharoah's Faithful. I think I'm just going to evoke a Muldrifter. They have 2 cards in hand. Let's evoke this Muldrifter. Draw an island. So this next turn I have God-Pharoah's Faithful into Hardcast Deep Analysis. Running out of things to do though. Get rid of the abandoned attachments. That's in the yard. I guess on this turn I can go Faithful. They play a Flame Breather. They're declining to attack. That indicates to me that they don't have something in hand to deal with what I'm doing. Go Faithful. Preordain. Making life. Deep Analysis, Preordain. So up, play land, bounce the Flame Breather. This would give me 4 mana. Maybe they Pyroblast the snap. It's fine. Lightning Bolt on face. Okay. Flame Breather out of here. I'm just going to hardcast the Deep Analysis because I'm going to try to overpower the Relic. Maybe force them to crack the Relic. I think I've used 3 of my Hydroblasts already. No, that was the second one. Okay. They discarded the Blood Token, discarding a Mountain. 3 cards in hand now. I'm at 19. They've got the Kessig in hand. Relic, getting rid of Preordain. Plays the Kessig Flame Breather again. It's hard for them to overpower the amount of life gain that I have from all my cantrips. Certainly possible. All Deep Analysis myself, going to 16 and back to 18. No response. Looking for some more familiars. Play land. Let's cast the abandoned attachments. Guess I didn't need to do that. No, I'll go back to 7. So I'll discard the plains. More snaps. Let's ponder. Go to 22. Hydroblast. Okay. It's all top the Hydroblast. I'm going to try to use the Hydroblast to protect a Murmuring Mystic if and when I can find one. So we'll be drawing Island and then we cast a Preordain. Their Relic will eat a land. When flashing back their Faithless Looting. I'll go to 21. We're drawing so many cards. I've drawn half my deck so far. They have a Fiery Temper. So they can Fiery Temper a Faithful and then go for the Lava Dart flashback. They're just going face. Yeah, that's fine. And they are also tapped out of the Relic right now, but they might have a land drop. So we're looking for Mystic, Archaeomancer for the Hydroblast. We're looking for the Mortuary Mire. We'll cast a Preordain. Definitely bottoming lands. Finding a Chancery. So I can play the Chancery, pick up the island, bounce the Kessig, untap, draw 2. Okay, I found Archaeomancer. So I can snap the Epicure, or just draw 2 again. I'll just draw 2 again. It's more fun. Pass the turn. We'll discard land. So now I'm just trying to figure out how can I finally win the game. Likely going to have to just play the Archaeomancer for the Hydroblast. We're just hanging out by these God-Pharaoh's faithfuls here. Let's see. They replay the Kessig for the 700th time. Plays an Epicure. So now if they Pyroblast my Archaeomancer on the stack, I can just Hydroblast the Pyroblast and return the Hydroblast again. Otherwise, they're incentivized to... And we found an Ephemerate. So play Archaeomancer. And then we'll go for the Hydroblast. This is just GG, I believe. But maybe not. Crack the Relic. I'll Ephemerate. It would have to like Fire Blast my Archaeomancer here, which I have the Hydroblast for. We'll just go ahead and grab a Hydroblast. Then I'll bounce. Can snap the Kessig, draw 2. I don't think I need to snap the Kessig right now. I'll just hold open my double Hydro. Another Kessig. I do think that maybe like one Gutter. This is 4 mana for 1 Gutter Snipe. 4 mana and 2 cards. Gutter Snipe is very strong. Okay, they must have sided out their Sneaky Snackers. I sort of am not sure that I would do that. I think that the Sneaky Snackers apply a lot of pressure. I know this player is good at playing Mono Red Madness. They play it all the time. Got really dark in here. Let's counterspell your Lightning Bolt. They're going Lava Dart on the Archaeomancer. That's fine. Because you're going to have to sacrifice a land. But then I just Hydroblast the flashback Lava Dart. We're going to Hydroblast. Donk. No response from them. Just always yield to these Kessigs. Lightning Bolt gets countered. Ephemerate will resolve. Getting back Ephemerate. And then we use the floating white mana to Ephemerate for Hydroblast. Now go to my turn. Sunscape Familiar. Let's evoke a Muldrifter. And then snap it. Bonk. Untap. Now I can Drifter, Snap Drifter again. Evoke. Draw 2. Snap it. This Glacial Floodplain looking pretty bad without any number of what's his faces? Lorien Revealed in the deck. I'll hardcast the Muldrifter, floating in blue for potentially the Ponder. I'll play Island. I will cast the Abandoned Attachments, and I'll just discard this Floodplain and go to your turn. So we're going to be 1-1 going into game 3. So the next game will be for all the marbles. Plays another Kessig. I'm at 33 life. I don't care anymore. Just going to attack for 2 for 10 turns with my Muldrifter. Ephemerate the Archaeomancer, not the Muldrifter. Get back the Ephemerate. Play a Faithful. Then I will Ephemerate the Archaeomancer. The snap. Bounce your Kessig. Opponent just still holding on here. I'm ready for game 3. This is garbage time. So our plan is to play Familiar and then play Archaeomancer for Hydroblast. Or just, well, they have a Pyroblast. Okay. I have a response. Okay. Back on in your hand. Play a Familiar. Play Archaeomancer. We will get the Hydroblast. Jam a Muldrifter. Draw 2 cards. There's a Mystic. That helps me close the game faster-ish. Because of all the triggers, it's going to be actually a little more difficult. We'll get in for 2. Opponent can cast their Kessig if they want. So they would have 2 opportunities to try to kill the Archaeomancer. Plays the Kessig. They're passing the turn. Looks like it's turn 12. It's been a long game. Ephemerate will make a bird. This is going to be hard. Get back Ephemerate. I'll Ephemerate. Get back Hydroblast. Bound Flicker. So I'm going to flicker the 2 Archaeomancers. At this point, if you were kind of low on clock, what you should do is snap back your Faithfuls. Flicker again. We're making birds. Because snapping back the Faithfuls really reduces the amount of pressure from the clock. Because the triggers are tough. Untap. This is infinite a lot of different ways. We can make infinite white by snapping anything. We have infinite birds. We have infinite birds just by flickering the islands. We could also snap a bird and flicker and snap a bird over and over and over. But right now we're just going to get rid of the Faithfuls, making birds, and snap all their Kessigs. Hi, Faithful. I'm at 59. Bounce a Kessig. This is completely unnecessary, huh? Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Another Kessig out. Flicker again. Am I playing? I'm probably just wasting time because they're just going to wreck me in like 30 seconds in game 3. Okay, untap. Ponder. Anything good on top? Another Murmuring Mystic. Okay. I'll keep it. No shuffle. We'll draw 2. Oops, I should probably play the Mystic first. Mystic, draw 2. I should be careful not to deck myself. Let's attack. And then I can discard the Faithfuls. Just going to counterspell, because I can. Donk. They go to declare attackers. If they really wanted to waste my time, they should have attacked with everything. I'm going to F6, because I don't think they have, like, well, they could have Electrickery. I'm not going to F6. We'll ephemerate the archaeomancer. Return the ephemerate. If they were tapped out, I would have just F6'd and attacked with my birds. They're just hanging out. We found the mire, so we can't attack now. I'll get in. 13 turns. Did you ever think you were going to go to time against mono red? Let's resubmit. Okay. I think we have to keep this hand, even though it's very, very slow. We're going to go floodplain, turn 2 faithful, picking up the floodplain. Turn 3, we have a ponder. It's very slow. They mulligan to 6. I'm definitely keeping floodplain. If this were just a basic island or a basic plains, we would have been in a better spot. Once again, I should definitely not have been playing floodplain. That was a mistake. My opponent is passing without doing anything. We found an island, so now I can just faithful into ponder. And ponder is going to look for any number of hydroblasts. If they pyroblast this, I will be fine with it. They pyroblast my ponder. Okay. So no threats. Counterspell's my thing that just gained me life. Weird. My opponent faithless lootings. Discarding a fiery temper, they get to shoot me for 3. I'm at 18. They play a land. They could have a lightning bolt. I think I'm going to just play out the familiar. This soaks up some damage. Play the chancery, pick up the land. We're down to 3 cards in hand, and I'm at 18. This familiar is not long for this world. But if it does live, oh, the value. I'm going to grab the prize, pitching a fiery temper to kill the familiar. Puts me to 16. We have a Mold Drifter coming up next turn. I can cast the Abandoned Attachments and then pitch the Deep Analysis. This is what we came here to do, this league. And then draw 2 with the Deep Analysis. So it cost me 1 life for doing all of that. My hand is stocked, back to 7 cards in hand. I guess I'm in a bad spot if they can kill my Faithful, though. My opponent flashes back a Faithless Looting. So this probably gives me the opportunity. Oh, there's a Sneaky Snacker. So they did leave them in. They passed the turn. I will put a Mold Drifter on the table. Bonk. I don't know, I keep saying bonk. This is not a bonk situation. Attack. Bonk. I'll get rid of an Abandoned Attachments. Don't think I need filtering specifically. It is kind of expensive. What I need is some Hydroblasts. So I think the Preordains have more value at this time. They played a Keswick Flame Breather, and they bolt on my Mold Drifter. So I go to 15. I've double Preordained to try to find a Hydroblast for the Keswick. Triple Preordain. Preordain, Faithful, or Hydroblast would be good. Familiar would be Faithful. Okay, we'll bottom. We'll top a Faithful. We'll go Faithful and another Preordain. Chancery Ponder. I think I bottom and top. Cast the Ponder. Mystic Ponder. I will... Don't need the Mystic. So we'll go top, top, top. No shuffle. Land. Ponder again. And we'll shuffle this one and cast a Preordain. I was just having a great time. Okay, Flicker, Deep Analysis. I'll take it. So now I can go Mancer, Abandoned Attachments, pitch the Deep Analysis, or just, do I have any snaps in there? I do not. I've used 1, 2, 3. I used 5 cantrips that turn, gaining 10 life. That was fun. Okay, second Kessig. That's not good. Now they can attack. I mean, if I were them, I would attack because you're threatening the bolt. They choose not to. I'll play a familiar. I think I just Deep Analysis. Deep Analysis is very good into counterspells, and this deck plays a lot of Pyroblasts. So we go to 26. I found a Hydroblast. Can play a land. Means next turn, I've got Archaeomancer plus Flicker to do some stuff. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. My previous, so I tried to record this before and it didn't go super hot. Made a bunch of adjustments, and this one's feeling pretty strong. Got a lot going on. Mostly came down to cutting the Lorien Revealed, which is interesting. I know GN42 does not like Lorien Revealed very much. Okay, the Epicure, they're going to discard a Fiery Temper. I think it makes sense for me to Flicker the Familiar to save it rather than, but maybe not, because They relic, then my flicker is gone, so I will just Hydroblast. We're at 25. They get to draw a card. They'll have. I guess my flicker wouldn't have been gone because if they had a relic, they'd have to tap their one land to play the relic. So I would have been in a fine spot. Should have flickered. We find another Faithful. Play the Faithful. I think my opponent can't win anymore. Archaeomancer. Get Hydro. Goes back to hand. We'll Deep Analysis. That's life neutral plus 2 cards. We'll Chancery. Pick up Plains. 7 cards in hand. On their end step, if they tap out, I can abandon attachments, pitching the Plains. So how do I feel? Has this been better than the Modern Age? Kind of feels like it. With this whole setup, it feels better than the Modern Age anyway. They Epicure. I'm at 27, just hanging out. I love this full value. Cast the abandoned attachments. Gaining 3 life, going to 30. Discard a Plains. More Hydroblasts. Okay. I'll just put a Muldrifter on the table. I guess I have to use some of my spells now. Maybe they will respond. Pyroblast. Counterspell. I will yield. Now I'll pay the blue. Look at that stack. It's almost like I'm playing Storm. They have another Pyroblast. Me too. I've got the Hydroblast this time. The blue version of the blast. The stack keeps increasing. Yes. Stick with me, guys. We're going to get to the end state. Familiars is a funny deck because you just sit there turtling up forever and ever, and then eventually you take them down. Not this turn, though. Next turn, we don't have any snaps in the graveyard. It's been fun. Opponent with 6 minutes on clock, casting a highway robbery. I think I'm going to counter. I think we're at that stage in the game where I just counterspell everything. They have 1 card left. And we win the match for the 5-0! Yeah! With a never-before-tried abandoned attachments plus deep analysis, completely cutting on Lorien Revealed. Wow. It was like a crazy Xerox deck that really worked out. Okay. I hope you enjoyed. Give me that hashtag still listening. I will see you in the next video.